Well, Miss Erin, thank you for coming on the Red Carpet Round Table.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me today.
You're very welcome. Let's go into what got you into the entertainment industry.
That's a really good question that I've been asked and still question and ask myself, like, what exactly? Because I've been acting and performing my entire life. It sort of came naturally. I wasn't necessarily put into acting. It's something that I gravitated towards. My mother was she danced, like she was a ballerina. And my dad, he naturally knows how to play music, and he made pottery and stuff when he was younger. And so, like, there's art in our family. We have artists and lots of people who are in the arts, but we don't have any specific actors. So I don't know.
And I noticed you won a award, Emmy award. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I was on a show. We won a digital drama Emmy. I was on the ensemble, like the series is an ensemble cast. And the creator is Sean Kanan, who also is his lead character. So yeah.
What can you tell everybody about that role? Because congratulations, by the way. I don't want to
Thank
spoil
you.
it. I'm gonna let you talk about it because it'd be better if coming from you.
Yeah, so my character's name is Christina, and Christina's a soap star who also plays Anastasia. And Anastasia is the character name of Christina, who is like, that's her character role, sort of like I play characters. And she goes and plays various roles on the soap and has, like affairs with uh, different people and stuff like that. But Christina has feelings on who should be on the show, should not be on the show, and stuff like that. But then also, like, she has valid feelings and stuff like that valid feelings and concerns on, just sort of stuff, kind of like actors do.
And also, you're a comedian, is that correct?
I don't consider myself a comedian at all. Um, no,
I'm
it's
sorry, but I was just curious because you did Shirley and Shelly,
Mhm.
and you wrote and produced that, correct?
So yeah, I my friend Helena Grace Donald and we created it when we took an acting class together, and it was sort of one of those like exercises where we're told to create like a project together or whatever. And so then we it's just like an acting class exercise where you're supposed to create. And um, it turned into a series. So, yeah, that's sort of kind of what happened.
And so, I reason I asked because it's like a comedian show. Is that like that's why I asked you because it's kind of funny. I kind of saw clips of it.
Yeah, it's about two girls figuring out life and making a lot of mistakes in the process. And it's more like, friends just being, I don't want to say being silly, but it's like, it's like a girl's, I don't want to say it's a girl's trip because we don't go anywhere, but it's like a girl's trip in life.
Hmm.
And yeah, so
Is this you two having fun?
yeah, I don't want to say yes to having fun because we do go through some interesting times, but it's about dating and stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. And of course, you were on Netflix called Silencer,
Hmm.
and with
Yeah.
Danny Trejo. Um,
Hmm.
what can you tell everybody about that who have not seen it? You can tell briefly about it.
It's I guess it's a action film, and but it deals with like more issues than that. So I guess ooh, that's kind of what I want to reveal. Is it's an action film. It deals with more thing, someone
Hmm.
who um I- the project, I mean, like with everything, it's not just like boom bang, like we're like having fights. It has to deal with someone who loses something and then goes through an entire process of trying to get it back.
Hmm. Wow. Everybody needs to see it, of course.
Yeah.
And when
um
did it come out?
It's already out. You can see it on Netflix.
Hmm.
And yeah, I guess it's, what does what does someone lose when, I guess it's like, I don't want to say it's an anti-hero, but like someone, sometimes someone's the causation of their own problems. And
Hmm.
then when they create those problems, but then they want to mend those problems and they actually do mend those problems, how do they get it back?
No, that's very true. And what do you hope the audience to learn from this film?
Um, I guess you can repair, like you can, like get things, there's repairs available.
That's true. Now I want to ask, what have you noticed the challenging aspect being in this entertainment industry?
Um, Gosh, challenging aspect is sometimes like I feel like my first ride and journey is for me, I assumed that it was just going to always be up, up, up. And then once you get your break, it's just going to be easy. And, there's things that happen in the journey. There's other life circumstances. There's, like, at least not just for the industry, but just life in general. Like, being a 5-year-old child, you think, oh, well, there's this that happens, and all of a sudden it's easy. And nobody tells you, like, it's not just the industry, but it's anywhere else. Like, oh, things happen. And like what you do afterwards and like how to react like after that.
And auditions, and you have to have a thick skin.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there is that. I guess I've just kind of been used to used to that. And like no and like yes and no and like all those different things. Or even like when there's like times when you're like, hello, auditions. Like, it'll be a bunch and then you have like too many and
Hmm.
you're like sometimes I'm overwhelmed with auditions and I'm like why are there so many auditions right now and then I have no auditions and then I have bookings and then I get auditions when I'm booked and I'm like why am I getting auditions when I'm booked when I have silence and I want auditions, so like it's not like there's not a steady stream.
And that's what I've been hearing. It's not steady. It's like a patient game.
It's a yeah.
So what helps you when you don't have none of that happening and you're just silence? Like, how do you get your mind to not focus on, auditions and just sitting there? I'm like, okay, I gotta get something. Like, what helps you as Erin? Like, what do you get your mind off of that?
Yeah, as far as, at first I was like, I think the first thing was an initial like fall of like, oh no, I don't know how to handle this situation, and now it's just getting up and doing, when they say self-care, like I was like, what does that even mean? Like, what do you mean self-care? And like literal, it's for me, myself, now it's like, oh, I actually love things like beauty and fashion, taking care of myself and meditation and like all those things. And like not in like a narcissistic way, but like because money has to come, like make money, you have to make money to spend money. So that means I need to go make money. But like, you know, um, I can't just spend money. But like, find those ways where I can if I'm like, oh, I really, want to do something like find those things of self-care that I
Hmm.
feel really good about myself so that I'm not just falling apart.
And so it's kind of like you're meditating to keep yourself calm.
Yeah, it's all of that. But I mean, even something as simple as going out and being like, I'm worth it. Like, if I can't do things to make money, it's as simple as going out and being like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to a matcha, like a matcha tea.
Hmm. That's true. And of course, as yourself, maybe you can say if this happened to you, you have to get a part-time job because if you don't have other roles, you have to do something. So, have you ever experienced that? If so, or if not, can you explain?
Yeah, there's been waves where it's been like, oh, this is easy. I'm okay. Like that sort of thing. And you're like, oh, wait. like even A-list actors, they invest. They put their, they have like, their own brand of something. It might be in like, their own, they make their own bottle of wine or hot sauce or like, like whatever it is. It's, there's always outside investments, outside creating, outside doing something. And so it doesn't always mean like a part-time job, but it is an outside investment. And then when you're just starting out or anything, it's always creating another form of income so that when that other income is, not like, so that when there's that waiting, it's not that I need anticipation. It's that, oh, okay, I have this. So I have like a feeling of, okay, I'm okay and I can keep going. It's tough to do that in the beginning. It's really tough.
What's the biggest pivot moment in your career?
Pivot moment. Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm going through a really strong pivot moment right now. Like, it's more like like a different type of internal pivot moment. Um, which is like there's the outside pivot moment, which was Studio City. So that was one huge pivot moment. And then I feel like I'm going through a different type of internal pivot moment. And I feel like something really like really great is around the corner, but I'm not sure what.
Hmm. And what was the most happiness, challenging, inspiring role you've done?
Happy, challenging, inspiring role. Um, happy, challenging. Um, I mean, challenging was playing Cat on Wild Kate. I don't know if it was happy challenging. That was a really deep emotional like
Why
I
is
don't know
that?
if I like playing this character. um, as far as happy challenging, I really love doing actually a theater show. Recently, I played the Tempest. I played Miranda, and I like it was. I don't know if it was. It was challenging in a different way, but I don't know if it was it was challenging for circumstances of I was doing a show in San Diego and I was doing a show in LA. I was driving back and forth. I had days where I was working till I was rehearsing till 10 p.m. and then I had a show at 9 a.m. like to be at like the next day and then go back and then do that and then figure out things and go back. So like it was a different type of challenge, but it was like it was good, but in a different way. I don't know.
Hmm.
It was happy challenging.
Well, that's good. I mean, what's the most funniest audition you ever done?
It wasn't funny at the time, but it was my first network audition, and I was so nervous that I couldn't talk. And all I had to say, because it was like, like you're bad. It was the like Gruber Pharmaceuticals or something, and and I was like, you're bad. The Gruber Pharmaceuticals, the Gruber Pharmaceuticals. It was a group of pharmaceuticals. And like the woman really liked me. And so she let me do it again. And she's like, okay, just do it again. And I was like, it was a group of pharmaceuticals. Like I couldn't get it out. And like by the time she was like, okay, just leave. And then I was like, okay. And like I tripped out the door. And like I opened the door and like a 5-year-old was standing there and he was like, good job. Like a 5-year-old told me good job. And I was like, cool. This is like cool.
That's good. I mean, I'm so happy. And I mean, are you now able to say the word now?
Gruber Pharmaceuticals. Like I left out the door and I could say Gruber Pharmaceuticals. Like I was just literally so nervous. I was probably staring straight into the camera. Like I just for some reason was just like I was so excited and so nervous and the funny thing is like the next auditions like I was like I'm gonna rehearse until I'm not nervous again. Like I just kept doing things until I was like not nervous. It's like I think I booked silencer after there. Like like I was just like shaking. Like I don't know and I was like I'm not gonna do that again.
Wow. I mean, that is a hard word to say if you actually, think about it. because
Yeah.
it can be a challenge.
A theater school though, like I mean, every school and training, like we do all those things. It was just like, why did I do that? Like, I don't know. But anyways, it happened. It's funny. I talk about it and I was like, I'm going to learn from this. And I'm now going to, if it's one line, I think I just thought that it was, one line and I don't need to worry about it.
Hmm.
And now I know prepare.
Well, that's good. That's good. What is your dream genre role?
I love all genres. I mean, most people know by now that I love Shakespeare. Um, so we've already put on the table that I love Shakespeare. I love doing all those things. If it was not Shakespeare, something like a really amazing fantasy piece, like that was like a, epic
Hmm.
multi, you know, it, um, like that goes on
Hmm.
for a couple, like three or four, like yeah, like just a huge epic $100 million fantasy thing.
And who's your dream co-star you want to work with on a set?
There's too many. There is too many. It really is too many. I don't want to name one because then I'd be like, but I didn't name this person. I cannot.
You cannot name any.
Because if I named one, then I'd be like, but I didn't name that person too. Like,
Can
does
you
that
name
make sense?
three?
I could name like 50. Like, no. Like I refuse only because it's like I feel like then I'd be like, but I don't know. It's like being a child and picking your favorite stuffed animal and then you make the other stuffed animal feel bad because you didn't pick the other one as your favorite one.
But the stuffed
I
animals they don't have feelings.
don't know, but like me as a child, I thought they all had feelings.
So you have too many names. You can't name them. Is it okay? I'll just ask. Is it
Okay.
one Mare's Strip?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Everyone, including me, I love her. And by the way, I never knew she could sing. I never knew that until what movie? Maybe you can help me. What
Mamma
movie was
Mia.
she was in? And she was singing and dancing and
Mamma
acting.
Mia.
I believe that was it. And there was another one maybe at that. Maybe was it Prom? TV show Prom?
Oh, I don't know. Was she
Okay,
on
okay.
prom?
I'm sorry. Maybe it is. Okay, correct.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Anybody can correct me. But she's amazing. She's
Yeah.
amazing. I love her.
Yeah.
So, wonderful. She's amazing. So
Yeah. No.
I knew that was one of that your list. One of them.
Yeah.
I knew it. So, and what's your dream role with her?
I, to be honest, it would be a Shakespeare film.
Hmm.
It would be something Shakespeare because I mean, I'd get eaten alive, but I'd just be like, but who cares? It's with Meryl Streep.
What's your greatest strength as your actress?
My greatest dream as an
No,
actress,
greatest strength as an actress.
my greatest strength, um, period pieces for sure.
Hmm.
I can really dive into period pieces, whether it's just in period, it could be either true history or not history, but stuff like that. I'm really good at diving into them, researching, doing
Hmm.
all those things, and getting them uh, like looking into things and finding out about things. I really love diving into it and finding out and just that research I love.
So you research before you get into character, before you.
A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I do. I don't want to say I disappear into the character because I also use myself, but like I do a lot of research and also, if there's a a place where they're from like an accent or, something. I mean, there's only certain accent, like the way that I
Hmm.
look, like there's certain accents I can do, but like from, if it's country or something like that, or even within the US, like a place, or even me being a Californian, there's still classes within each, dynamic or um, periods and times and, how we sit at dinner. How do we arrive to dinner? Where are we going to dinner? Like all those different things. Because, even going through history, like going back a certain period of time, I personally am left handed, but there was a time when we weren't allowed to eat with our left hand.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, stuff like that. So like, I was cast in a movie where I'm playing upper class British culture. And like, as I've been preparing, like I'm like, oh wait, they hold their fork and knife and everything differently, but also I have to switch hands because in that period of time, it was not like number one, it's like different, but also it's like back in time just a little bit. And like it's also culturally like the like higher in class, like it's more etiquette, like it's better in etiquette to switch your hand. So
Interesting. I did
yeah.
not know that. You taught me something. I didn't know we couldn't eat with the left hand.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but it's like stuff like that that you learn and like how to sit and like, what is the most proper way of sitting, how to
Hmm.
arrive at the table, how to sit down, where do you lay your hands, like all those different things. So stuff like that. And like I had to learn that because I was like, oh wait, they have a dinner scene.
Wow. I couldn't learn that. Uh-uh.
Yeah. It's all the little different details. And so, yeah.
Right. Has there ever been a character that you played that changed you permanently?
I feel like everything can sit in like can sit inside me and like sometimes it'll be like, oh wait, is this like is this resonating off me or is it resonating off the character? And sometimes I have to assess and be like, is this me or is this the character and take a step back. um some things have set with me a little bit longer or change perspective a little bit. So yeah, I think that like everything gives me a bigger lens and a bigger perspective. And like once, I don't know if you've read the book The Giver, but it's a basically the whole world is black and white, and then this one person gets to see color. And like
Yes,
once you
I've
see
seen the
color,
movie.
yeah. So once you see color, you can't like unsee color. And so, it's kind of like that. Like once you see a certain perspective, you can't unsee it.
That's true. By the way, I like that movie. What did you think of the movie?
Well, I haven't seen the movie, but I've read the book.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's uh I really liked the book and I definitely like I mean it's definitely like a challenge on society and stuff like that and like, just sort of, you know, needing to be like what's going on? Like everyone needs to see color, like it's just like yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the I gotta ask because do you think the entertainment industry is slowly leaving Los Angeles, California, or do you think it's still growing? Um, eh,
Well, there's taxes to hopefully try to bring it back. Um, we'll see. I really don't know. And I feel like we'll find out in the next 2 to 3 years what that's actually going to do. Um, I mean, this is a growing world. Film is always going to grow everywhere. So is it leaving? I feel like there's so many platforms, including, I mean, we're doing this interview, which is not on television. It's ever expanding. So I I don't know where it's going because it used to only be in one location and we only had one, back in the day there was only what, like 4 channels, and that was the only place that it was accessible. And now all we have to do is point our phones and it's accessible. But we still like we have a union,
mm-hmm.
but it's I don't know, it's very odd because there's not the same, like it's a different union in London versus there is, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what unions in Spain. And so it's all just like, I don't know.
And that's true. Everybody's curious what's happening in the entertainment industry. The shift is changing slowly,
Mhm. Yeah.
and nobody knows if it's a good or a bad.
Yeah.
Because hopefully nothing leaves California because California is the home of Hollywood.
Yeah. I mean, I live in California, so it would be best for me personally.
Hmm. And you always been born and raised in California?
Born and raised in California. I've done a little bit of traveling, but not, I can't call myself a world traveler, but I have done some traveling in the world.
And where are you originally from, California?
I'm just SoCal. So
Oh,
yeah.
most people come from like Northern California, Southern California, or to get there. What is your advice for a lot of upcoming actresses and actors?
Um, I still consider myself to be upcoming. Like until I'm, you know, A-list or anything, I'm coming up.
Well, a lot of people want to be in the entertainment industry, and you have to have a thick skin. Um, what is your opinion? Do you like in-person audition or Zoom audition or
Well,
self-tape?
I haven't done a whole lot of in person, to be honest. I've done less than a handful, like a handful at most. Like I have a handful of auditions, to be honest, in person. So I prefer um, taped because I'm more experienced on tape. But I also feel like because I have a lot of theater and uh, just like live
Hmm.
performance experience, I feel like I would do pretty well in the room. So I feel like I answered both. I feel like I don't know, having the opportunity to get in front of people physically
Hmm.
would have its advantages. Yet I've heard of the issues with looking for like driving somewhere, looking for parking, having to arrive on time, doing the, like
Hmm.
um the ability to have sessions in person, say, hey, you can either send this on tape or we have this availability at this time from this time to this time, might be a great option for those who don't have that same accessibility to tape.
Right. Self-tape is better. You don't have to worry about trying to rush traffic or beat traffic or none of that stuff. So I
I
totally
think
agree with you.
it's Yeah, I think it's great for the most part. I feel like sometimes not everyone has the same level of accessibility. So what I don't know if it would be good to have like a an option in person, at like the SAG office or somewhere, somewhere like that for a certain X session that you can sign up for. So it's an option. I don't know what that would look like.
Interesting. And let's go into detail when I said thick skin. What's your experience in that you want to talk about your story about having a thick skin being in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, I like less the idea of thick skin because like thick skin vulnerability is so required to be an actress or an
Mm-hmm.
actor. And the thicker the skin you have, the less vulnerable one becomes. And I feel like I went through a time where I felt like I had to quote unquote get a thick skin, which meant less vulnerable. And that's not helpful. So it actually, like when that creeps up, it actually requires like myself or anyone to become more vulnerable, which is so hard, and to remain open when one wants to close up. And it's a difficult thing to keep doing over and over.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
How? I don't know.
Have you ever had a moment in your life, in your career that you thought, I'm not gonna, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, or Have you ever thought of that?
Exhausted, yes. Tired, yes. But then thinking, would I really do anything else? No.
What helps you keep going?
Uh, because I actually like take a look and be like, do I really want to do anything else? Like I can't like it's like a like I
Or
don't
should
want to
I
say like I
say,
look forward. It's like I don't want to say there's like this is what I'm doing. Like I
hmm,
can't explain it. Like
you love what you're doing?
yeah, like this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, you got. I mean, you know, you answered. You know, you answered the question. My tongue froze. Sorry. You know, you love what you're doing, and you gotta love what you're doing to be in this entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right. Because you answered the question. If you don't love what you're doing, then why do this? But if you love what you're doing, you got to keep going, keep fighting. You
Yeah.
know, and that's the one thing about this entertainment industry is if you're going to get into it, you got to love it. You have to
Yeah.
like it. You got to wake up every morning saying, "Okay, I'm gonna do this. I want to keep doing
Yeah.
this. You know, let's do auditions and keep going and you know to do 10 auditions like you may or anybody else do and like and then get the role or you know and just go for it. But you know one thing I would say a lot of people say is like a roller coaster. You may get one big role and you go up and then you go down. It's like a roller coaster
For
being
sure.
part of the entertainment industry. So upcoming roles, can you what can you tell everybody that you have upcoming roles?
Upcoming roles. That's a good question. I don't know what's coming next. I know that I have projects to come out, and I know that I'm auditioning, and we'll see what comes next, but that's usually how it goes.
Wow. And what any other surprises that any hidden talents that nobody knows about you?
Hidden talents. I don't know. I guess it's all part of the acting process. Like, I just have other things. Like, I'm not exactly sure what people know or people don't know.
Other than your
Because,
family.
um, yeah, well, I don't know what my family knows or doesn't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying is like, I guess, part of the acting process is mainly just, like, I don't know, it's not, um, I have someone knocking on my door. Uh, why do I have someone knocking on my door right now?
Oh,
Um, should I answer?
I have
Yeah,
the ring doorbell app on my phone.
yeah. I literally have someone knocking on my door. Oh my gosh, I actually have to answer that.
Yeah, you can go answer. I can put this on pause.
Okay, put it on pause. I am so
Yes.
sorry.
Anyways, where we were left off, my mind froze. Um, Now, do you have any siblings?
I do. But we're not gonna talk about family.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah. Skip question, skip question. Yeah. No family questions.
Okay, no problem. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You know, I didn't, sorry, I just was curious.
yeah.
You know, being an actress, it's fun being in the entertainment industry, and you know, I'm so proud of you, all the upcoming work you're going to be doing. You know, and I can't wait for all the upcoming work you're going to be doing because I've seen you on Netflix. That's how I found you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure how you found. I was like on social media or like how or like
Hmm.
where did you go? So okay, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and I watch a lot of movies on Netflix.
Okay.
Um, I really don't go to movie theaters as much, because I watch a lot more on Netflix. And I don't know why, but I like sitting at home and relaxing. Don't have to worry about, you know, going in and sitting down and you have to wait for the trailers and then the movie doesn't start right away.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. I just like to start right away and then that's
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
is there any movies that you've seen that you recommend to the audience?
Um, to be honest, I am behind this year on movies. Um, I, though I love everything, I'm sort of a Netflix person as well with you. So I've been catching up on old movies, medium movies, new movies. I mean, I just went through all of the Lord of the Rings. So, if you have not seen Lord of the Rings, watch them. If you are a huge fan, rewatch them because yes, they are amazing. So yeah, I'm just literally I'll go through anything and everything. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't know. I literally just went through all the Lord of the Rings, so
I love Lord of the Rings. I'm
yeah.
a huge fan. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like them, the first one.
How
And
could you
then
not?
later on I was like, okay, I like it. Then I started watching The Hobbit.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But I like Pirates in the Caribbean too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one of all the Pirates Caribbean do you like?
I don't know. That's a good question. Um, I mean, I've, have I seen them all? It's a good question if I have or have not seen them all for me to
Hmm.
answer. I'd have to watch them all or at least start them and be like, have I seen them all?
Yeah.
But I've at least seen the first two. How many are there?
Oh, you caught me off guard. I think six. I think
I'm
there's
like, how?
six.
All I know is I am on board with you, and I will, however many get made. Is he done making those?
No, as long as Johnny Depp's alive, I think there's gonna be many more. I've heard, don't quote me, I heard he's gonna make another one.
Okay, well, I will watch them till they are done, is what I will say.
Yeah, just like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Well, Tom Cruise said that he just made his last one.
Oh, that's what we think.
Yeah, that's true. He said that he's done and over. I was like, what is he going to do? Like, just, romantic comedies with no
No, you don't.
action?
There. No offense, Tom Cruise. You don't see him doing that.
Like, he'll be like 90 and he'll be like, I'm hanging from a plane. And then it drops a centimeter.
I mean, you only see him do like Top Gun or Mission Impossible, or I know I've heard rumors that he's doing another Top Gun movie.
He could. My question is, what will he do when he's like 100 and he's like actually still doing action movies, but he's able to still do them. But
He can
like
hold his breath for 6 minutes.
maybe
Yeah.
he'll do something. I don't know what he'll be doing, but he'll do something. He'll be like, I'm in the old folks' home. I have a mission.
Well, because I know who said it? Was it him himself who said he can hold his breath for 6 minutes?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but like when I saw him doing like his actual stunt, like I didn't really put together what he actually does until I saw him do it from the camera, actually, like the point of view of them filming it, like not the on-camera film, like not the
Hmm.
actual,
Hmm.
but when they pulled back of him doing the stunt and him flying off the cliff, and I was like,
Yeah, I agree with you. It's crazy, and he does it many times.
yeah,
I like it how what's the film crew guy just kind of leaned over to make sure the parachute opened after he jumped off the cliff.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he goes for it. He just I don't know. I couldn't do that. That's too. I mean, he does his own stunt. It's crazy.
Well, but even like stunt people like doing that stunt, like does that like I mean for an actor to do that stunt and to act, but like for a stunt person to even do those stunts, like is like I just got, I don't know. I just, to see some of those stunts, I'm like, yeah, cool. I do Shakespeare.
I'd rather have no broken bones.
I've broken bones before. That's why I was like, I've broken enough bones. Thank you very much.
I'm s- I just all I gotta say is I'm surprised Tom Cruise has not broken bones that we know of.
I'm sure he has. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not Tom Cruise.
All I know is like if you work on set with him, I mean he's really good. I heard other actors say it, but I mean, I can never do the stunts he does.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Well, where can people find you on social media?
Find me at Erin Michele Soto, ErinMicheleSoto. Erin Michele Soto. Instagram, TikTok, IMDb, uh, YouTube. I mean, everywhere. Just find me, Google me, IMDb me. I don't know. Netflix, well, watch me, like Netflix, hire me.
You're like Google
Yes.
me.
Yeah. If you want to hire me, you can call me. If not, don't. um, so,
Your energy is very makes people happy.
oh, thank you.
You really do. I mean, you make people happy, you make people smile. I love your energy, and
Thank you.
I can tell you really love what you're doing. And you gotta love what you're doing, being in the entertainment industry. I mean, you really
Yeah.
do. And to be honest, I know you say you're not a comedian, but you make me laugh. You because you're funny. You know.
Yes. Thank you. I mean, a romantic comedy, sure. Like a romantic comedy I'd like to do, or,
Hmm.
stuff with Shakespeare and like all those things. But I really have like important things that I like to do. And I mean, I'm funny in real life, like that sort of thing to keep stuff light, but like it's people in real life do things and then they're like kind of opposite. And I don't want to say opposite because I don't play everything, like, but like I guess um I have more depth. If that, I don't want to say more depth, but like there's so much more to me and I keep it super light and I'm like trained to do like so many other things. I
Hmm.
don't know. But yeah, I guess, yeah.
Wow. I appreciate you telling your journey, and I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're always welcome to come back.
Thank you.
I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you very much.
All right, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.